Hey everyone, my name is Rajan Rahi and me and my team are working on a game called Ryan. For those who are new here, Ryan is a game about an astronaut who's trying to figure out what is going on in his world. And today we're going to take a look at a big mistake that I've been making for months, and we're going to take a deep dive into what is more important, progress or polishing. Well, this question has a simple answer, which is progress. Before you try to make the game look good, what you should be focusing on is gameplay and the progress of the game, which I was not doing. Because of that, I was stuck on the same thing for months. If you see my previous videos, I was trying to polish the game rather than trying to make some good mechanics. Can you imagine how much time I wasted in making the same gun 1,000 times, which I could have spent it in making the gameplay more good and work a little bit better? Some people might say that polishing is good because you will do a lot of polishing, you can learn more new stuff and you can increase your skill. Well, this is true only if you're doing a single work. If you're just doing 3D modeling, that's okay. It's good to do 3D modeling again. But if you're a solo developer or if you have a small team like I have, well, it's not gonna work because you will be stuck on the same thing. Well, I realized it a little late and I did some progress this week. So let's take a look at them. So I made this new gun, this gun took me a lot of time to make, and I have first made the high poly version of it, and then I decimated it and made some low poly version. So let's take a look at the high poly version, which looks like this. And I have removed this scope and these things because they were looking too tacky and they were not looking how I wanted to look like in the game. Because of that, I have just removed this scope thing and this thing, and now it just looks simply like this, which is quite good. And now I'm not gonna change the gun for a long time because I just need to make the gameplay fast. Next up, we have the grass shader, which I made. This made the game look a little better, and also I'm going to put a tutorial about this shader after some time after I upload this video, so stay tuned for that. And I'm also going to put everything on Patreon so that you guys can take a look at. Next thing that I worked on was the enemies. I don't like how the enemies are looking like. I don't like the cyborg, so I made a new model of an enemy which was a robot. It was way easier to make a drone robot which will not have a lot of moving parts, where it was so hard to make a humanoid looking cyborg thing, which was not my cup of tea, and I was not able to make it good to the next thing. Okay, after doing all of that thing, which doesn't even make the game work better, I have to work on something that make the game work better. So let's take a look at the level design. So this is the map of the game, and how it's supposed to work is when player spawns on this place. Okay, so the main aim of the player is to open this door. Whenever the player walks, he finds some enemies in between and he fights with them. And after he goes here to open the door, the narrator at the back, whose name shall remain unnamed for now, will tell him to find a spanner to open this gate. So to open this gate, the player has to go from here to here, and he'll find a gate here. He can open the gate by just pressing a key, which will open the gate, and he will be able to move. And he'll move inside, find the spanner, get the spanner with him, and then he and the spanner will go, and they will go here and fight some enemies here, I guess. And then they'll go inside this house and they'll open up the gate. So this is the overview of how it's supposed to work. I don't know whether it's a spoiler or not, so you guys, I'll put a spoiler before all of that. So I made this gate, which I will use as a placeholder. It is also having an animation, so I made this a simple animation, which is just door opening. Let's put it in the game now. So this is the gate. I simply stuffed it in between these two hills, which will block the path, and because of that the player won't be able to go this side. So let's make it function now. Okay, so we are inside the blueprint of the door. It was easy to make. I just put some socket inside those bones so that I can drag the collision shapes with the doors. I have attached some simple collisions to these doors. These are some boxes which will block the player from going to the other side, and whenever the door opens, these boxes will be away from the door and then player can enter through them. So this is a simple setup, and I also put it a collision shape on this so that this player cannot go inside this box thing. And I also made this small collision box which is for the player detection of whether the player is pressing the button or not. Before we test that, I have also made this animation which looks like slapping. This is the animation for opening up the door. Okay, so let's test it. I'll go near and I'll press the E key, and yeah, it's working good. You can go inside, you can go outside. So the next things which I wanted to make work are these buttons. Whenever you press these buttons, the bigger door will open. So I made them. Now if you press the key, the material on the buttons will be changed and the door will be opened. You cannot see it now because I've just spawned the player inside this and the door is not. Let's try everything together now and take a look at it. Okay, so let's test it from the beginning. So now this is the place where you have spawned. Then you will I'll go here and try to open this. If I open this, the door will be open. Now I can go inside the door. I'll go here, maybe fight some enemies if I wish, and then we can go climb up, climb here, and then we'll jump, and then we'll pick up this tool, which is this. There you go. Now we'll go from here like this. Then we'll go and here, and then we will open up this door. So we'll have to press E on that. Oh, this animation is looking little weird, but this animation is weird because the rotation is changed. Well, I will fix it. So this is open gate. Now you can go inside this. Now what you have to do, you have to put the spanner on the table like this, and after that you will just press this button, and yeah, the door is open now, and now you can freely go. So this is the mechanics, and everything is kind of set good. I know it's a little weird because this got rotated and the hand was going inside this, and you know, things are bad, but I think we have a strong base now, and we can work over it, and we will be able to fix all of this and make it work more properly. Okay, now let's look at the last things that I have done. For example, I have made this particle effect which comes out whenever you will shoot. I know, yeah, this is looking a little weird, but I think I'm going to change it someday or not, because it doesn't matter how it looks like right now. But the main thing is the enemy is now able to shoot you and able to fly. So you can see some good particle effects coming out of the enemy, and he's shooting some bullets and you can just dodge them. For now it's not doing any damage to the player, but we'll make it do that. So I made this flying AI which follows you, and it just shoots whenever you go a little bit far from it. You know, it hovers over you. And I made some particle effects, as I said. Whenever these projectiles touch anything, they just blast, and the particle effect comes out of them. So this is all for this week, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you want to support us, you can join the Patreon. It's patreon/builderbros. And you can also follow me on Instagram. It's @Rajan_Rahi. And I hope you all having a great day. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Stay tuned, and yeah, bye bye. Have a great day.